how to create more luck for ourselves right now, starting today. Because no matter how successful we are in life, in business, or in trading, a little bit of luck always goes a long way. And of course, when I came across this brilliant thread by Sahil Bloom on Twitter on 20 of the best ways that you can start creating luck for yourself right now, of course, I had to share it with you. So if you want to know what they are and how you can apply them immediately to level up in life right now, stick around as I dive right in. G'day guys, Tex here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what we do here at UTG, hit that subscribe button, turn on those alert icons, and get updates every time that we punch out more content just like this. And of course, we've opened up our Discord for the first time in 4 months very recently. So come on in, hit the link below, and get all the free alpha that we share every single day inside our Discord and unitytradinggroup.com. So as I said, Sahil Bloom, how to create more luck. Who is Sahil Bloom? Twitter verified. He's I don't even know who the guy is, but 500,000 followers, and you can see that the likes and the tweets and the comments are exploding by the minute at the moment. This was at 7,000 about 10 minutes ago before I turned this recording on. So he goes through and he talks about 20 different ways that we can create luck for ourselves, and I love some of the things that he talks about here, and I'll go through the first one here. He said that I believe that much of what we call luck is the macro result of thousands of micro actions. Couldn't agree more with that. Your habits put you in a position where luck is more likely to strike. If you want to create more luck, start by increasing your luck surface area. This thread shares 20 ways to do it. And if 20 is a little bit too much, hit the show notes below, and I will break down every single one that we go through. And I think what he says there, that opening statement, is incredibly accurate. I think luck will find you if you affirm it and put the steps in place to allow it to find you. Think of like The Secret, for example. Little woo-woo, but certainly lucky people are the hardest workers in the room. So get in the arena. There's no luck on the sidelines. The arena is where it strikes. It's lonely and vulnerable, but the only path that bears real fruit. When faced with two paths, choose the path that puts you in the arena where collisions happen, where luck can strike. Totally agree with that. You know, the best things in life don't happen when you're sidelines. You've really got to get skin in the game. You've got to explore that option. You've got to take that risk, and you've got to see what happens, because for many of us in our 20s or our 30s, we still have plenty of time to make mistakes and recover from that. Certainly later on in life, when things are a little bit towards the end of things, you know, you may become a little bit more risk averse, but certainly for us, we're young. Grab the bull by the horns and strike while the iron's hot. Absolutely. Write in public. I love this. When you write and publish your ideas and insights, you're casting a web of magnets out into the world. Those ideas and insights will attract some people to you and perhaps repel others. As your web grows, the connections and luck compound accordingly. Absolutely. I think if you're going to hold yourself accountable to anyone, it should be held accountable to the people that you publicly portray yourself to in life, whether that be through Discord, on Twitter, for example, on Facebook. If you set yourself a weight loss goal of 20 kilos in 6 months, you should be posting a picture of yourself on January 1 of you at your worst, saying, "This is me at my worst in 6 months' time. Come back and check out what I look like now." You are then holding yourself publicly accountable. And if you're a trader, hold your trades accountable inside Discord or wherever you are. I think BTC is going to here because of this. And you have something to refer back to yourself that gives yourself your own online journal where you are putting your thoughts out and people are keeping you accountable, because real friends keep real friends accountable. I could not agree more with that. Be the dumbest in the room. Massively agree with this. If you have a choice between entering two rooms, choose the room where you're more likely to be the dumbest one in the room. And of course, he doesn't mean this with any malice. Once you're in the room, talk less and listen more. Bad for ego, great for luck. Good things tend to happen in these rooms. I could not agree more. Richard Branson, the founder and brilliant entrepreneur of the Virgin Empire, says you never want to be the smartest person in the room. You want to go into a room and surround yourself with people that elevate you. And as they say, you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I don't want to spend my time with people that will bring me down. I want to spend my time with people that will bring me up. And there was a pretty savage thing that was said to me once by one of my mentors. You surround yourself with shit, you end up like shit. You surround yourself with gold, you'll end up golden. Talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers is a classic where we're told as children, the residue of which carries into adulthood. New relationships spark new ideas, insights, and opportunities. These compound just as well as any financial investment. Broad network equals broad luck. Absolutely. And that's the power of the internet now with things like Twitter, things like Discord, or things like, Facebook, for example, even, where you are putting yourselves in these situations where you are surrounded again, as he said beforehand, by people that are on the same path as you, that want the same things as you. Reach out to these people, because no matter what you want in life, someone's done it before you, and you can read books, you can reach out to people, you can have people mentor you, you can join paid communities, free communities. Often the paid ones are just a result of all the great free information that you can find placed into one area and sold to you. So certainly there are so many free avenues now for you to go out and find the people that you want to elevate yourself to. Send more cold emails. Cold emails are responsible for some of my biggest breaks in my life. New mentors, relationships, and career opportunities. Cold emails are a force multiplier for your efforts. Follow the principle below to enhance your odds of success. So this is probably more so referring to business. If you go to, there's a very large successful company online called AppSumo that is run by a guy called Noah Kagan, Kagan, I believe. If you search him up, AppSumo founder Noah Kagan, he recently posted a video where he cold emailed some of the biggest names in the world: Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, the CEO Tim Cook of Apple, Oprah Winfrey, and a bunch of other famous people. And he actually got some results from these people, or responses from these people. And he just asked them questions, like if there was one piece of advice that you could give someone who's growing a business or wants to elevate in life, what would it be? Now, it doesn't have to be people like Oprah Winfrey or Jeff Bezos. Send emails or reach out to people in your space that you might want to elevate yourself to, and ask them for words of wisdom, because they've gotten to their point where they are by following the same steps that you've followed in your path right now to get them to where they are now. So I'm sure they've reached out to people that have mentored them. They've surrounded themselves with people smarter than themselves. Do the same things that people before you have done, and one day you'll certainly be at their level. There's no doubt about that. Schedule free time. The idea that free time is bad is one of the greatest lies you've been told. Free time is a call option on future interesting opportunities. When you have free time, you have the headspace to pursue new ideas and go down rabbit holes. Plan for more of it. And I love this, and this almost goes back to what he says before about creating your own luck, is that there is a brilliant book by a guy called Hal Elrod, ELROD, called The Morning Miracle. And this is the first hour or so of your day that is purely just about you, that refers to his SAVERS technique, SAVERS, silence, which is meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercising, reading, and scribing. And that is setting yourself and putting yourself first for the day so you can go out and tackle those tasks out ahead of you. And of course, having free time at night to read, or free time to do things like this, watching videos, reaching out to people, being inside communities, that's your time. Don't devote your time to everyone else first thing in the morning, especially. Like when you go on social media, or you check your emails, or you start with work things first as you scroll out of bed, you are giving yourself to those people. Give yourself to you, because you bloody deserve it. Hang out with optimists. When choosing to spend time, or who to spend time with, prioritize spending time with optimists. Pessimists see the doors that are closed, optimists see the doors that are open, and probably kick down the closed doors. Remember, pessimists sound smart, optimists get rich. Well, that's powerful. I love that. That's really, really good. Again, when you're hanging out with people that are positive and optimistic about life, you become positive and optimistic about life. Think about The Secret, for example. You are what you believe you are. The whole fake it till you make it thing. That is absolutely true. If you believe you are something and you believe positively about it, you will affirm that and bring that into your life. I could not agree with that more. Ruthlessly eliminate negativity. Tick. Everyone has a few negative people in their circle. They tell you to be realistic. They laugh at your ambition. They argue. Eliminate the negativity in your life. It's a boat anchor. Cut the damn line. Negative people are the anti-luck. I could not agree more with that. I found that, I'm 32 years old now. I found that back in my early 20s, I had this massive circle of friends, 30, 40 guys that we would always hang out with and do everything together. And as I grew and as my life path changed and I set myself goals of things that I wanted to do, I finally found that, I slowly found that those people sort of dropped off. And the best friends of those are the ones that you can meet up with 5-6 months later after not speaking to for many, many months or weeks. And it feels like you've just left them. Those are the best friends. And I've got those people in my life right now. And that's a very, very powerful thing. Very, very powerful thing. Your network is your net worth. Embrace the unexpected. You should spend your 20s saying yes to almost everything. Saying yes puts you into uncomfortable situations that lead to new relationships, opportunities, and growth. These unexpected moments are luck rich. Embracing them is how you capitalize. And this is a fake movie by Jim Carrey, but it's called Yes Man, and it relates exactly to this, where he was this pessimistic, down, very, living life, quite a monotonous sort of existence. And one day he went to a seminar, and it was all about saying yes to everything. And while some of the things he said yes to were absolutely crazy, he found that the more he said yes to, the better his life became. Now, of course, there's going to be, let's be realistic here. We're not going to say yes to everything. We need to assess the benefit of that. But sometimes when things are a little bit scary, saying yes is the best thing that we can do for them. And then at the end of it, you either learn from it or you benefit from it. Hustle hard. When you have a bias for motion, good things happen. You create more random collisions in your ecosystems. Chaos theory. You should definitely read more about that. You're doing a lot to stir things up. Enough force, hustle, and energy for luck to find you. That's from Naval Ravikant. A bit of hustle goes a long way. Now, love him or hate him, that's what Gary Vee is all about, hustle. And while I don't love the term hustle, because I think it creates sometimes a negative connotation that you must be always on and always doing something, and if you're not hustling, you're a loser sort of thing. I think you need to hustle within the realms of expectation, the realms of common sense and reality. But certainly when you are chasing things, the more things you will find and the more things that will come towards you. I truly believe that. Trust the weekend test. What the smartest people do on the weekend is what everyone else will do during the week in 10 years. Observe the weekend projects of the smartest people in your circles. These are a looking glass into your future. Make asymmetric bets. I totally agree with that. And on the weekend, that might be the time when you have time for yourself. Right now, it's 2:30 on a Sunday afternoon, and I'm here recording content. I'm planning my week. I'm doing things for you guys, of course. But weekends are the time when I have purely the time to myself. My 9 to 5 is very taxing because a lot of people, let's say, rely on me to get things done for them. But certainly the weekends are about me, and certainly Sunday afternoons I meal prep, I plan my week, I journal, and I write out my 6 things for the week in my trusty journal. Everything I do relies right here, and if you spend the time planning your weeks and planning your days, it gives you certainly a foundation for a strong week ahead. So the next one, create value without expectations. The best things in life come to those who can create value with no expectation of a return. I don't know how it happens, but when you put out good energy, it tends to come back to you multiplied. Be genuine, create value, good things will happen. And the Zig Ziglar is brilliant. Rest in peace, old Zig. But he said, if you want to make $1 million, or if you want to make a million things happen, you want to affect the lives of 1 million people. And certainly you want to do things without expectation. You want to give, and then you will get things back tenfold, whether it be donating to a charity, donating time, helping people. You should never expect it. When you meet someone and you do something for them, and then next time something happens, you're like, well, I did this for you, and then now you owe me. That's toxic. I hate that behavior, and I really dislike when people do that to me. So anything that I do for someone, I'm doing it because I genuinely get a good feeling from helping people out. I love that. Put skin in the game. Massively true. I have a rule. Once I've heard something from about 3 smart friends, I put some skin in the game with a bit of dollars. This forces me to dive deeper. Sometimes I learn more and fold. More often I learn more and double down. Small bets with outsized returns. And when you have skin in the game, you are committed to something, whether it be a trade or whether it be a course or whatever it be. It doesn't matter whether it's $1, $7, $100, $1,000. The second you put some sort of dollar or skin in the game, subconsciously it's always in the back of your mind that I have something related to this. I'm tied to this in some sort of way. So I really, really like that. I think sometimes with a trade, we're like, it's too risky, or it's already pumped, or whatever it is. Look at SHIB last year, for example. If you just put a little bit of money in, you're related to that thing. Get out and engage. It's hard to get lucky watching Netflix at home. It's relatively easy to get lucky when you're engaging with people, interacting and learning in physical or digital worlds. Spend more time engaging and you'll find yourself in more positions to get lucky. Again, your network is your net worth. Get out there and engage. Go to conferences, be online, reach out to people. You can see how a lot of these ideas are correlated. Become an expert. If you're exceptional at one specific thing, luck tends to find you. Your expertise becomes a magnet for new and interesting opportunities you never knew existed. Public awareness of your expertise is a plus. Share your work to widen the reach of your magnet. Now, never saying that I'm an expert in anything, but certainly I'm pretty good at what I do when it comes to cryptocurrency and mentoring and helping people out. There are people that are way better than me. Let's not get that wrong. But certainly when you are exposing yourself and you're putting out your knowledge into the world, people will reach out to you. I've had some pretty incredible people reach out to me and say, hey, this is cool. Like, let's record a podcast in season 1 and 2 of the Trade Hacker podcast. I've spoken to some brilliant people in this space, Bitcoin Jack, Zoran Cole, multi-millionaire traders that came by me just reaching out or talking and them knowing who I was or me knowing who they were and showing them proof that I'm the real deal and I'm really committed to this. This is my website. This is my group. This is what I do. I would love to shoot the shit with you and see what we can bounce off each other. So that's massively important, and I think that relates heavily to trading as well. Become an expert at your particular style of trading. Don't try and find 50 things that correlate, trying to try and confirm a bias. If you're a swing trader, master being a swing trader. If you're a scalper, master being a scalper and become an expert in that field. You can't cast a net and expect to pull everything back that relates to you. You've got to have laser vision at one certain element and nail that element. Creative boredom. We really need to normalize boredom. Some of your most creative moments come during periods of boredom. On a walk, yes. In the shower, at dinner by yourself. You're bored, your mind wanders, your thoughts mingle. Bam! Insight strikes. Boredom creates luck. Now, I wouldn't say I think not so much boredom, but I think quiet time or self-time creates luck. Definitely. I've had so many ideas for things on a walk, not so much in the shower, but definitely on a walk when I'm just with myself and my thoughts. There's nothing stimulating me besides my own thoughts. And again, that's where having that journal and just writing things down or writing things down on a phone in notes. I've got so many notes in my phone that are just random thoughts, and I remember seeing a video like a few years ago by Martin Garrix, that very popular DJ, that he was out for a walk and he always records like voice notes on his phone, and it was the voice note to animals, and he just put that into his phone, and then bang, it became one of the biggest songs in the last 10 years. So always have something there to write down your notes and write down your thoughts, no matter how crazy they are, because they will strike at the most random of times. Send more cold DMs. This is definitely true here. Twitter is an insanely valuable resource if you use it well. You can literally reach almost anyone in the world from your couch. I've connected with many amazing people through sending them a cold DM, including when I had very few followers. Shoot your shot. Here's how he does it. He writes this down. Like I said, Bitcoin Jack, Zoran Cole, some of the people that I've spoken to in this space, Cole Garner, brilliant people, that I've reached out to and interviewed, as I said, on the Trade Hacker podcast. Go to the Unity Trading Group, go to the podcast tab there. I did that randomly by DMing people on Twitter. Hey man, I absolutely love what you do. If you can email someone and then say, I love what you did here, X, or I love that article you wrote, I really appreciate what you do. Hey man, just wondering, I have a podcast here. Here's my link. I would love to chat to you and explore more about you and share your knowledge with the world. If you can show interest in those people and that you actually follow them and you believe what they do, then they're more inclined to talk to you rather than just randomly emailing someone and then looking like a complete dickhead when you don't know who they are or what they're about. Spend time in digital communities. The world has changed. You no longer need to live in a big city or have a fancy degree to connect and build valuable relationships. The rise of digital communities is real. Join a Discord, engage in good faith, create value, receive value. Massively true. Ask great cold questions. When you meet new people, find ways to stand out. Asking great questions is a clear way. One of my favorites. What are you most excited about that you're working on right now? It gets them talking, plus they'll remember you for future opportunities. People love talking about themselves or what they're doing more than anything. If you can listen more, ask less, or speak less, listen more, ask the right questions, and talking to people, new people, can seem very overwhelming and scared at times. I'm absolutely an introvert, but I've forced myself to be more comfortable in front of a screen, in front of an audience, presenting to people, presenting to groups of people, and you can kind of always use the same template for every single person that you meet. They don't know that you're talking to them and asking the same questions you asked a person 3-4 days ago. Ask about them, ask about their life. What do they do? What are they excited about? Like, as this question said, it's people love talking about themselves, and then the conversation will steer itself. Follow your curiosity. Humans are born with an astonishing curiosity, but somewhere along the way, we're told to stop asking questions. Push back. Learn to follow your curiosity. Trust it. Curiosity drives you to knock down doors and enter new rooms. Fortune favors the curious. Very, very true. These are 20 ways to create more luck by expanding your luck surface area. Follow me at Sahil Bloom for more threads, growth, and business. I write a deep dive on luck on my newsletter. Join 70,000 others and subscribe so you don't miss it. He also has a podcast where it happens for deep dives with amazing guests on many of these topic frameworks and more. So there it is. That was what Sahil Bloom says, 20 ways that you can create more luck for yourself. And I couldn't agree more. As I said, your network is your net worth. Surround yourself with people that elevate you, not bring you down. Eliminate pessimism, eliminate negativity, and spend more time with yourself. Don't always give what you have and who you are to everyone else, because you, at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. So I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you love what Sahil Bloom was saying there. As always, guys, please hit that subscribe button down below, turn on those notifications, and again, our Discord open for the first time in 4 months. Come in, loads of free alpha like this, daily updates on BTC, weekly video updates from Ads and I, my PIC, and loads of free alpha getting shared every single day inside that Discord and at unitytradinggroup.com. Thank you so much. I am Tex. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.